Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing really well. Time has come again for me to makeup declutter. I do this every couple of months just to like refine my makeup collection. I have a big drawer under here which we're going to be focusing on today. So I have one drawer at my makeup table and I try and have this as my like everyday products, things I actually want, things I reach for, things that I'll use day to day. And I also have a reserve drawer of products that I like but I don't necessarily use all the time but I don't want to get rid of. The drawer just feels really messy again, so I need to go through it. There'll probably be quite a lot of things I don't want anymore, so that's what we're gonna do. Got really bad hay fever today as well, so my eyes are streaming. I'm not crying at the thought of clearing out my makeup. It does make me want to cry a little bit, but I think we're gonna need one of these. Okay, let's go. This is as best kind of angle I can get you in to show you what we're working with, but this is the makeup drawer of doom. This is where I sit and do my makeup every day. This used to be organised and in the right sections. It's no longer in the right sections at all. Where to begin? I think I'm just going to pretty much take everything out and then go through anything I want to throw away and then put it all back in and just try and organise it a little bit more because as you can see, there are no bounds anymore. I've got all my little hair bits in here. I do quite like to have them all in like a bag or something just to contain them because otherwise I get hairbands everywhere. Rhode skincare bits, actually really loving that. Some new and improved Naturium products. I love this moisturiser. Most of the skincare stuff will be staying just because I kind of know what I use and what I have in here. Got some more intensive moisture products. Loads of SPFs. Eye cream, this is so nearly run out. This is the best eye cream ever from Kiehl's. Serums, jet lag mask. I always forget to use this. I actually don't know if I like it that much anymore. Eye creams, moisturisers. It's just never ending. Latest obsession, the Cabana Glow drops. These little tins you get with news sticks are so good for like hair grips and clips and stuff, so I always put those in there. Down this like side bit here, you can't really see too well, but there's like a little gap where the drawers don't fit flush. So normally in there I'll put like my hair grips, a few little loose hair bands. Kind of go through and see like what is it that I'm using every day, is there anything I'm not really using very much, anything I don't like at all that I can get rid of or give to anybody else. So good, I've been using it this past week. I did a shoot in Lanzarote last week and I got so burnt. I've honestly not been burnt since I was about 10. We were shooting all day in the wind and it literally burnt my skin to a crisp. I've been using this on my shoulders and on my scalp and it is so good. It's like a really intense, repairing, soothing balm, so that is definitely staying. Only things I probably don't need in the drawer are these two. I don't reach for them that much. I've got SPFs I prefer over that one. My boyfriend does use this one quite a lot though, so maybe I'll give that to him. And then the jet lag mask. I actually used to love this, but I just haven't used it for a while. So I do also have another kind of like reserve skincare drawer, so I'm going to put this in there as well because these are the three that aren't being used enough. Also, every time I used to do this I used to take these out, clean them. I've learned there's no point in doing that because they just end up like this again, so I'm going to save my time and I'm just going to put everything back in. Rhode glazing milk. I'm going to put all my kind of like serums at the back, things that I don't use so much, but my retinol. This is the retinol that I've been using. I'm so obsessed with it. I've never had any like purging with it. My skin never feels sensitive. Chuck all my moisturisers back in. Fenty lip balm. This is the best thing ever. It's so hydrating. Good old skin food. I kind of just chuck it all in. It doesn't matter too much as long as they're all in sort of the right places. It's better than it was. And then a couple of smaller treatment things. Got tea tree oil and the May Save Face little spot balm. This is actually really good. It seems to be one of the only things if I have a really active spot that takes it down straight away. So they're going in there. Hair clip can go back in there. And all this other hair stuff I think I'm actually going to put, I've got like a wicker basket underneath here which has all my straighteners and stuff in it. So I think it would actually make more sense being in there. Okay. Got the dreaded lip liner, lipstick graveyard. I just feel like with lips you end up with so many products. And honestly I wear the same things pretty much every day. Always the bit of the drawer for me that just becomes a nightmare. Let's get them all out. I'm going to start with actual lipsticks. And also anytime I do this I find loads of colours that I just forget to use. And I'll use them for like 2 days and then I forget again. There's some more lipsticks under here. It's one of them jobs I immediately regret starting. Right, lip liners. Look at the state of that drawer. It's so bad. Lip liners, I tend to want all of them. Like, I just don't think you can ever have enough of those. They're all variations of nude lip liners. Oh, my sharpener's exploded as well. Okay. So much stuff. No! This Pixie Hello Kitty lip tone. It's like a pH reacting one. Anytime something's pH reacting, it will give me the most hideous colour, and that is just guaranteed. So I'm going to get rid of that. I never use that. What else do I not really use? Probably this one from LH Cosmetics. I don't really use that at all. It's quite a cool toned nude for me. It's quite hard because I get a bit attached and I kind of just want everything. But to be honest, I didn't do this that long ago, so there's not loads and loads of stuff. Road Peptide Lip Treatment, that should probably go in with the skin stuff. Oh, I've got bits of lip liner all under my nails now. I never find this relaxing. You know, people think decluttering is so relaxing. It's not. I'm quite stressed. These are so cute from Pixie. I actually really like these. I probably don't use them enough. Pretty much we'll just keep all of these. I've got loads of nude lip liners and then a couple of reds, but pretty much all just shades of nude. You can always tell which ones are very loved because they're super short. So we have all the liners at the front, and then I'm going to put some lipsticks in this back bit of this side. Ones that I don't reach for that much, but I still want. I think every time I clear out, I keep this one out and I say I'm going to use that, and I never ever use it. So I'm actually going to put that in the other drawer. Okay, maybe if I start with lipsticks that I do know I use a lot. So ones from Vive, you've got 90s, Bite, also Brat. I use these ones a lot. Potentially the greatest packaging in the world ever. Other ones that I use a lot, need Vive Treasure. I quite like to do this seasonally as well, just because the products that I want to use change from like winter to summer. Oh, this is another one of those kind of shades. This is Patrick Tar Shy. Like a really beautiful matte pink. So these old Fenty ones, actually I'm going to chuck them. They're quite dried. I do find these dry out quite quickly, but they're just quite a dry formula anyway. And then I always have loads of MAC lipsticks. This is like a new one that I've been into. This is Cafe Mocha. Sin from MAC. Who remembers that one? Iconic shade. I keep putting this in my drawer and thinking I'm going to use it, and I never do. So I actually really do need to do a look with that. I love this. This is Overstatement. A really deep, almost muted red. I don't love like a really bright red. I like a slightly darker red. And then we've got some of the classic. Thanks, it's MAC. Such a good lipstick. Viva Planet and Whirl. I just cannot get rid of a MAC lipstick. It just doesn't happen. Put all those in here. Keep all the MACs together. Then I think this side I'm going to go for more of like my glosses, balms. Naturium lip balm. These are so good. Wonder Skin lip mask, lip tint thing. Stain, whatever. I'm obsessed with these Max Factor glosses. I feel like loads of them are just like across my bags everywhere, but these are the colours I've got at the moment. Beloved Vive glosses, Rosa and Cherry. Rosa is like probably my most worn gloss ever. And then that's a gloss. I'm going to put it on this side. New Charlotte Tilbury one. I've actually been really loving that, so I'm going to put this in here too. And another MAC lipstick. This is kind of sexy. I used to wear this pretty much every single day. That was like my everyday nude. A few Fenty gloss bombs. Absolutely love these. These Anastasia ones are beautiful colours, but they're a little bit too dry for me. This is the shade Crush. I think I should keep it just for if I want like a super matte lip. Dry and thick for me, but I'm going to keep it just because the colour is so beautiful. These NARS pens, I really like these. The Kylie lip butter, this is so good. I don't feel like enough people talk about this. It's so nice. Another little Kaleidos one. This is the shade Skinny Dip. This is gorgeous. It's like a really browny, nudie gloss. And then a little mini one from Charlotte Tilbury. I think this used to be in my makeup bag, so I'll probably chuck it back in like my work makeup bag. Things are looking slightly more organised. Sharpener exploded. It's made such a mess. Whole section here for eye stuff. I don't really change my eye products a great deal. I do have another box underneath the desk with all my big palettes. Pretty much mascaras, eyeliners, that kind of thing. Oh, there's another lip glaze. I told you they're just hiding. Filming like without your face is so nice. How many mascaras does one girl need? It's a good question. Right, first up we've got eyeliners. Various shades of warm brown liner. That's pretty much what I wear day to day. Another. We're at 5 warm brown liners now. Oh, 6. I've also got this About Face liner. It's actually a really deep plummy purple, but I love it for every day. I think with my eye colour it like really pops. Then I've got a few black liners, Rare Beauty one, another About Face. The Trini London one, I actually think this is so good. I've been loving that recently. Minty one from Pixie. I haven't actually used this yet. I kind of put it in my drawer to make myself use it, and I still haven't. But I feel like for spring that will be so nice, so I'm going to keep that there just to encourage myself to hopefully use it. A couple of liquid eyeshadows. These are the Beauty Bay ones. This one in particular, the shade Biscotti. I reach for this a lot. It just gives me that like all over bronzy eye look. Perfect for every day. This one is a little bit warmer. This is the shade Teddy. Orangey tone. But those two I reach for a lot. My Isla Brow Wax. This is the best, probably like my 4th pot of this, nearly finished. Got a couple of brow products that I really like. Got the Revolution brow pencil and the Rare Beauty one. They're my 2 favourites for that. And then I also have a little Sephora coloured brow gel. That's pretty much all I use for my brows. Not too worried about it being organised. As long as I know what's in there, I will use it. It's kind of hard to organise like pencils and stuff like that anyway. Things I don't like. It's BBB London brow pen. Not my kind of thing. I've used it a couple of times, but I don't get that much use out of it, so that can go. This is the Lancome Lash Primer. I actually love this, but I think this one needs to go. It's starting to go a little bit orange and it's quite dried out, but I'm definitely going to buy another one of that because I did notice a massive difference when I was using that. And then I have a couple of Vive eye pencils in here. Espresso, really deep brown. I use this all the time for a smoky eye. And then I've got the brand new lilac one. I did use this the other day and it is gorgeous. A couple of liquid liners as well. We've got the Rare Beauty and the Vive Power Ink in black and brown. I use the brown quite a lot for freckles as well, so I have to have those. I'm actually not massively a liquid liner girl anymore, but I do really like those ones. Vive Modern Mascara, one of my favourites. That will definitely be staying. I just think the brush is perfect for every day. It's so, so good. This is the new YSL Lash Clash, the waterproof version. It's really, really good. Merit one could probably go. I don't hate it, but it's not my favourite. Lisa Eldridge Kitten Lash Mascara. This is incredible. Probably one of my favourite mascaras at the moment. Got a little duo lash glue. I don't really wear lashes very much, but if and when I do. Swede mascara. You can tell how I love this is because everything has rubbed off. Again, a little bit too dried out. I probably need to buy a new one of those, so that's going to go for that reason. Kylie Jenner Kai Lash. I actually really like this. It's a very like wispy, big fluffy brush, so I am going to keep that. The Revolution Whisperify. They're quite similar, those two. Max Factor 2-in-1. This is a really good lengthening one. A little bit more of like a kind of plasticky brush, but I do really like that. Mini Max Stack. I think that's actually quite dried up now. That can go. Fenty Hella Thick Mascara and the Rimmel Thrill Seeker. I'm going to keep the Fenty one. I don't use this that much, so that can go. Got these lash curlers from TK Maxx and they're really shit, so they can go. These are my really old Tweezerman ones and they're still the best, but I do need some new ones. Okay, that's definitely looking better that side. This side not so much, where I just have so much stuff, like base products. I seem to just end up with so much. Another Cloud Mascara. I actually prefer this one to the other one, so I'm going to keep that. This is why I quite like not having too much makeup storage. Like, this is the drawer that I do my makeup out of. I think if I had any more room, I would just keep too much for no reason. At least only having like one drawer, it kind of forces me to only keep things that I need. I had a hepatitis jab this morning, and my arm is actually killing me, so I don't know why I've chosen today to do this. Here we are. I just forgot I'm looking after my sister's dog. I haven't heard from him in like an hour. One sec, let me just check where he actually is. Barney? Oh, he's okay. He was just sleeping. Suspiciously quiet and I don't trust it. Here is the contents of all of those drawers. So these are like all of my base products, foundations, concealers, blushes, bronzers, all of it. We've got 4 sections here to kind of organise it. Got the Beauty Bay Jelly Grip Primer. I actually love this. I used this last week while I was shooting. My makeup lasted such a long time. I don't normally use like a sticky primer, but that was really, really good. Pink Honey Sheer Sunscreen. I don't really ever use this. I haven't seen this in a really long time, so that can go. Got some Big Vive Skin Dews, one of my favourite products ever. That has to stay. L'Oreal Glotion. I love this. It's like a bronzier version of Skin Dew. I actually just wish Skin Dew would make a bronzy version. But I've got this glow serum from Merit. Whenever I use it, it does make my skin look nice, but I can't tell if it's just because it's really wet. My skin just looks wet. Even when you shake it, like, it's really liquidy, so it is a really runny product. I just don't love it that much. I don't notice a massive difference on my base when I use that or not, so that can go. Glossier Future Dew. I love this. For me, that does more for my skin than the Merit one does anyway, and I prefer the consistency. The Tatcha Liquid Skin Canvas. This is a really nice lightweight prime. A couple of setting sprays, Kylie Cosmetics, and a little mini Charlotte Tilbury and Urban Decay All Nighter Mini. Probably one of the best setting sprays ever. Actually a brand new one from Natasha Denona. I've been really loving it. It's called Hygiene, I think. I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, there he is. He's awake. It's like pearlescent finish to it. It's almost like a serum. It makes your skin look amazing. And I think that's it for like primer kind of. Oh, no, it's not. Eve Skin Nova. This is gorgeous. This one's nearly run out, actually. This is probably like my 4th or 5th one that I've used. Now, foundations. I actually think a lot of these can go. There's a lot that I don't really ever use. NARS Soft Matte one for me just oxidizes a lot on my skin now. Weirdly, because the other NARS ones don't so much. Natural Radiant Longwear. I love this. And the light reflecting. They sit really nicely on my skin, but for some reason this matte one just clings onto everything. I guess it's just a drier formula, so my skin doesn't love it so much. So that one can go these two can stay. Estee Lauder Double Wear, I will keep this, but I don't need it in here. I never ever reach for it. It's a little bit too full coverage for me day to day. Same with the It Cosmetics CC Plus. This is the full coverage cream. I do really like it, but only for like certain occasions. I'm going to put those in my other makeup drawer, but I don't need them in the day-to-day one. Really old La Mer foundation from an ad I did years ago. It definitely needs to go. It's like 100% expired, but part of me doesn't want to throw that away because I know how expensive these are. You can see it's like separating and everything. That should not be anywhere near your face. Kylie Cosmetics foundation, I've been reaching for this a lot. I wore this pretty much every day when we were shooting. Everyone was asking me what I had on my skin. It photographed so nicely. It's just a gorgeous foundation, so I've been reaching for that one a lot. The original Makeup Forever HD Skin and then the new HD Skin Hydra Glow. Out of the two, I slightly prefer this one, just where it's a little bit glowier, so this one can go. I've also had this for a few years. A few more everyday foundations. We've got the Kosas BB Burst Tinted Gel Cream, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and the Rimmel London Hyaluronic Acid. These are my more day-to-day products, something a little bit lighter weight. This is a really nice sort of medium buildable coverage. Dior Forever Glow. That's really nice to mix with products as well. Is that it for base things? And then concealers. Loads of NARS ones, Fenty, Kylie, Tarte Creaseless Concealer, another Fenty. I tried this Estee Lauder brightening one. It's actually really nice. They can all go in there. I have got quite a lot of concealers, but they don't take up too much space, so it's not a big problem. Found another base product. This is the Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint. I spoke about this in my recent favourites video. It's really gorgeous for every day. A couple of glowy products. Got the Dior Glow Maximizer and the Drunk Elephant Sunshine Drops. So I'm just going to pop those in the front there. Now this is the biggest section and the one that I'm going to use for like base products, bronzers, blushes, that kind of thing. Starting with, I've got a couple of Vive blushes. These are some of my favourites. This is the shade Cherub and Rosa, a more muted nude. I love those two. I reach for those a lot. This is actually a new product for me. I used this morning and I loved it. This is the HD Skin Face Essentials palette in the shade 3M02. So it's just like a multifunctional palette, anything that I can travel with and use like for loads of different things. So like blush, contour, base, everything. Used a couple of these on my lips as well. I think that's such a great product to have. So that's going to go in there as well. Patrick Tarshi's Flushed, one of my favourite blushes. Gotta go in there. YSL powder and bronzer. Starting to get that little film on the top. I need to like scrape that off. So the payoff hasn't been as good, but that will come off. Laura Mercier translucent powder. Fallen back in love with this recently. This is the Kosas bronzer in the Sun Show. I actually don't like it that much. I'm not obsessed with these like baked bronzer kind of things. I don't love a shimmery bronzer too much. So that one can go. Same with the Kosas Cloud Set. I hear a lot of people raving about this. Doesn't really work for me. I just don't seem to get a lot out of it. It always goes a little bit patchy. Thought it would work for under my eyes, but I just don't like it as much as I wanted to. Couple more powders. We've got the Huda Easy Bake, Sephora Own, and the Maybelline Superstay. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finish. I love those. Hoola bronzer, I feel like that can go. I just have other bronzers that I like way more than that. Beauty Bay liquid blush, I'm obsessed with this. This one is so dried out, it's literally dead. I ordered another one last night, so we can throw that. The replacement is on the way. Bobbi Brown bronzer, I've been really liking this recently. Vive cream bronzer. This is my favourite cream bronzer formula that I have. I absolutely love that. Also, I've had this for so long and it's literally not going down. I think I'll have that forever. This Hourglass palette, I used to reach for this all the time, but I don't so much anymore. Maybe I should start using it again. It is so good. Packaging is just everything. So I'm going to put that back in to encourage me to use it. Refi Red Blush, I barely use this, so that can go. A few liquid blushes, Rare Beauty, NARS, and Charlotte Tilbury. These are my three favourite liquid blushes. Rare Beauty Highlight. I actually don't use this that much. It's one of the only like solo highlight products I've got. This is the shade Mesmerize. It is literally stunning. Mesmerizing even. Dior blush. I actually don't know why this is in here. I don't think I've ever used it. Shade Cherry. Quite bright for me. I actually don't think I need that to use that. So that can go in my like not touched makeup that I give away. Merit Bronzing Stick in the shade Sane. I love that. And a couple more blushes. We've got the Bobbi Brown little square one. I absolutely love this. It's quite a different shade for me. It's almost like a duskier, mauvier shade than I normally wear, but I actually really like it. And then two of the new Rare Beauty blushes. I've had these two on rotation. We've got Cheer, Happy. I've just been loving those two. They're so gorgeous, especially for like spring, summer. The glowy blush is everything. Kind of where the drawer is at now. We've got primers, setting sprays, glowy kind of base product, all my foundations, skin tints, concealers, couple of little glowy products, all my base stuff in here. Bronzers, blushes, highlights in there, eye stuff, mascaras, liners, eyebrow stuff, lipsticks, lip glosses, lip liners, skincare. God, I'm so glad that's done. Perfumes and stuff up here. This does kind of need organising as well, but not today. because I want to lay down. So then what I have in here is my other drawer of like reserves. So things that I don't want to get rid of, I probably will use at some point, but I don't need them every day. So I've got like mascaras in here. There is like a box here, you can't really see it. It used to be a lot more organised. This does need like going through. This is normally where I'll get stuff out of to donate to people, to give to friends, or if I just want to do like a new look and I want a bit of inspiration, sometimes I'll go through this and find a new product to use. But yeah, I've got this drawer full of bits. That's my everyday stuff. So organised, that feels so much better. I love sitting down for the first time to do my makeup after I've organised it. When I pull that drawer out, I'm like, oh. I hope you enjoyed my little makeup clear out. Not the most satisfying, that still doesn't look that good, but to me, that is perfection. Love you.